Welcome to Toonville, a colorful little town where adventures begin with a smile. Meet Ian and his best friends, the Toonies. Today, they're about to chase something high, bright, and full of wonder. This is the story of the lost balloon. In the bright little town of Toonville, where every morning began with birds singing and children laughing, lived a curious and cheerful boy named Ian. Ian loved adventures, not the kind from books or TV, but the kind you go on with real friends. His best friends were a close-knit group he called the Toonies. Not because they were cartoons, but because they were always lively, colorful, and full of energy. Just like a cartoon show, there was Tina, the clever one with glasses and a pink backpack full of snacks, plasters, and even a tiny notebook. Then there was Malik, the fastest runner in school, always wearing his lucky green cap. And last, but not least, Liam, the quiet but thoughtful one, who always had good ideas when no one else did. One sunny Saturday, the Toonies met at the town park. Ian had brought something special, a shiny red balloon with sparkles and a star-shaped knot. "This isn't just a balloon," he said proudly. "It's my lucky balloon. I got it on my birthday last week." "It's beautiful," said Tina, gently touching the string. "I bet I can throw it higher than the trees," said Ian, already excited. The friends watched as he tossed the balloon into the sky. It danced and bobbed happily in the air. "Go higher, balloon! Go higher!" they cheered. But then, suddenly, a big gust of wind came sweeping through the park. Whoosh! The balloon wiggled, twisted, and broke free. "Oh no!" shouted Ian, his eyes wide. The balloon floated up, and away. "Didn't tie it tight enough," he said sadly, watching it drift far across the rooftops and disappear behind the hills. "Ian, we'll find it," Tina said firmly. "Yeah," Malik added. "Let's chase it. Maybe it didn't go far." "I'm in," said Liam with a nod. And just like that, the Toonies were off on another adventure. Not planned, but perfect in its own way. They ran through the park and into the busy town. They passed the library, the post office, and even Mrs. Wanja's fruit stall. "Excuse me," Ian asked the kind librarian. "Did you see a red balloon float by?" The librarian smiled, shaking her head. "Not here, dear. Maybe check near the music shop." At the music shop, the owner, a cheerful man tuning a guitar, scratched his beard. I think I saw something red drifting toward the old playground behind Rainbow Hill." "Let's go!" shouted Malik, already taking off. They passed giggling toddlers, barking dogs, and fluttering laundry on clotheslines. All the while, Ian kept his eyes on the sky, hoping to spot a flash of red. By the time they reached Rainbow Hill, the sun was beginning to set. The sky turned orange, then pink, then purple, like a beautiful painting. There, Tina suddenly pointed, and sure enough, tangled gently in the branches of a small tree near the top of the hill was the red balloon, still shining with sparkles, swaying softly in the breeze. Ian's face lit up. "We found it." "I'll help you up," said Liam. With teamwork and care, Ian climbed the tree and gently freed the balloon. He came down smiling, holding it tight. "Thank you, all of you," Ian said, hugging his friends. "I couldn't have done this alone." They all sat together on the grass at the top of Rainbow Hill, watching the stars begin to peek out from the night sky. This time, Ian tied the balloon tightly to his wrist. "I'm not losing you again," he whispered with a grin. They talked, laughed, and looked up at the sky, the balloon floating gently beside them. Not just a balloon now, but a reminder of how special friendship